California paid family leave to care for an ill loved one. If you are employed in California and need time off work while you care for a seriously ill family member, you may be eligible for up to 8 weeks of paid family leave. Note that PFL can also be used for bonding with a new child or addressing certain needs related to a family member's deployment overseas, but this video covers leave to care for an ill family member. Paid family leave replaces 60% of average weekly income and 70% for the lowest income earners, up to a cap of $1,620 per week. Beginning in 2025, this will increase to 90% of income for low and middle income workers. To be eligible, you must have paid into state disability insurance, noted as CA/SDI or SDI on most pay stubs, within the past 5 to 18 months, and you must experience a loss in wages due to your need to take time away from work to care for an ill family member. You can receive PFL benefits to care for a parent, parent-in-law, spouse, registered domestic partner, child, grandparent, grandchild, or sibling. Multiple people can care for the same person, but you can only receive benefits for the days and hours you are the primary caregiver. You can receive PFL benefits when you are caring for a family member who is seriously ill. A serious illness means an illness, injury, impairment, or physical or mental condition that involves inpatient care or continuing treatment by a medical professional. You can use PFL to care for a seriously ill family member who lives overseas or out of state. You do not have to take your PFL leave all at once. For example, you can reduce your schedule to work less while caring for your parent with dementia, or you can take 1 day off a week to take your spouse to chemo. Citizenship and immigration status do not affect eligibility, although there are some different steps to apply. For more detailed instructions, see our Undocumented Workers Leave Guide on the Legal Aid at Work website. PFL provides wage replacement when taking time off work to care for a family member, but you should also make sure your job is protected. In California, you may be eligible for 12 weeks of job-protected leave each year to care for a seriously ill family member, including a chosen family member. Job-protected leave means your employer must keep your job for you when you're on family caregiving leave. They cannot fire you or treat you worse for taking leave, and they must return you to your same or comparable job in most cases. To be eligible for this leave under the California Family Rights Act, or CFRA, you must have worked for your employer for 1 year, have worked at least 1,250 hours in the 12 months prior to taking leave, and work for an employer with at least 5 employees. Your employer also must continue your health benefits during your CFRA leave. However, the law does not require your employer to pay you during your leave. To get paid during your leave, you can apply to the EDD for paid family leave benefits. You can use CFRA leave to care for all the same relatives as PFL, but you can also use CFRA leave to care for a designated person. A designated person is someone who is like family but is not legally or blood related to you. An employer can limit you to 1 designated person per year. This chart shows how paid family leave works together with job-protected leave under the California Family Rights Act. CFRA will protect your job, while PFL will provide you with income. This means you have the right to return to your job after the leave. To request CFRA leave from your employer, you should tell your employer at least 30 days in advance that you will need to take leave to care for a seriously ill family member. If your need for leave is an emergency, just tell your employer as soon as possible. Then, apply for PFL on the first day of your leave or within 41 days, or later if there is a good reason. You can use CFRA caregiving leave for a maximum of 12 weeks per year. For PFL, you are limited to 8 weeks of PFL per year. Here is an example of how these laws can work in practice. Laura is a cashier at a grocery store. Her husband, Martin, is seriously ill. Laura needs to take 6 weeks off to care for Martin after a surgery, and then after that, 1 day off a week to take Martin to treatment. She asks HR and provides them with certification from Martin's doctor. HR grants her leave. On the first day of her leave, Laura applies to the EDD for PFL benefits. For step-by-step instructions and written resources, go to legalaidatwork.org. For free confidential legal advice on paid family leave benefits and job-protected leave, call the Legal Aid at Work Work and Family Helpline at 800-880-8047.